Hi and welcome! Whoever want to join, I'm currently streaming game development with Unity 5. And here we are in Unity 5 with UFPS asset. And this is our monster guy. And I added a NavMesh agent component so that this guy can follow the player on this navigation environment. When you switch to navigation tab, you can see all this stuff here which is painted in blue. This is the way that this enemy can walk on, and when you press bake, the way for this, the waypoints are calculated. Now let's press play and see what we come up with. Okay, and he's following us and he's animated and he's fast. He's really fast. Okay. Oh, and I'm hit by this guy. Okay, but I can kill him. Let's see, this guy here is lurking around, not following. I can define the distance for which this guy is following us. Okay, now he's also dead, but don't have any ammo now. Okay, let's switch the weapon. Here's the next one. Okay. Oh, empty. Have to switch the weapon. Okay. So let's switch to the environment of Unity and see how this is done. I attached a script called damage handler. I showed this in the last tutorial, and Visual Studio is opening up, and here you can see it is derived from VP damage handler. This is our own damage handler we created for the monster, and I have two components I want to mention. This is the animator and the NavMesh agent, and I get this with the method getComponent in the awake method of the script. This is overwritten, and I stored this in member variables called NavMesh agent and animator. And in the update method, I check if the NavMesh agent is enabled, and then I check the distance from my player to the position here of the enemy, because this script here is attached to the enemy, and here is a magic number. This magic number tells me he is 20 inches or pixels or whatever away from me, so at this moment he is following us. And so I set the isFollow of the animator to true, and the attack is false. The attack is set to true when the distance is less than 3. Okay, now let's see how these parameters are defined. They are defined here in the monster animator. See, okay, here's the first one. It's called isFollow. It's a bool parameter, and when I set it to true, then the idle animation is switching here to the walk animation. This is the transition, and for this transition I check if the isFollow is set to true, then this transition is executed, and vice versa, this is returned to the idle state when isFollow is set to false. Okay. Then for the attack, it's the same logic. I have an attack parameter, also a bool parameter, for the transition from the idle state to the attack state, and also back to the idle state when it is set to false. Oh no, I didn't set this here. No, I don't need to, because when this attack method is over, then it is returned to the idle state. Okay, then this character can die. There is the dying animation, the dying state, and this is executed from any possible state. And here I have a transition, and the condition so that this dying is executed is defined by a so-called trigger. You can define a trigger here, trigger, and when I set this trigger in my script, then I move from any state to the dying state, and this character is dead. So let's have a look at the script again and see how the dying trigger can be set. I have the damage method in my script for the monster, and let's see. Yeah, I play the hit animation when he's hit and he's not in the attacking state. And there's another method, a virtual method you can override. This is the die method when the monster is dying, and then its follow is set to false, attack is set to false, and we set this trigger, this dying trigger, and then the character is dying. Okay, but when is the method executed that I, the player, will be attacked? Here's a method called endAttack, and let's see when this is executed. I have let's see, smash animation, and for this smash animation of my character I defined an event, and this event you can set here, and you can define which function is executed at this position of the animation. So let's just move here, and you see when this smash animation is over at this point here, then I define my event endAttack, and this endAttack function is called then in my damage handler or in my monster script endAttack. Then I check if the distance from the monster to the player is less than 3, and if this is the case, I send as a message called damage, and the player gets this message and he's hurt, and this is the amount of the damage. Let's change this to 5, or let's say 4, and start again. Now let's see when this monster is hurting us. Now we are really affected now, 60, 20 and dead. Okay, so this is really large damage that these monsters are invoking now. And by implementing the logic like this, you can make this game even harder. I have to switch, and I'm again dead. Okay, 2 guys lying around. Okay, that's unfair, shooting in the back. That's unfair. Sorry. Okay, now this one and the last one. Where is it? Ah, here. Okay, I think we should change this magic number that's defined in the script as a variable that you can set from the outside of the script. So let's change here to this monster, to the handler, and define a public variable called, say this is the attack distance, and the default we can leave to 20. Oh no, let's say it's 10. Okay, public, and this is an integer. No, it's a floating value, sorry. Okay, and now let's change this magic number here by this variable, and now the enemies should attack us earlier. Let's start again. No, they don't attack us at all. Something is wrong here. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, help. Okay. Let's move this to the right. Okay. So let's see, what did I do? Attack distance is set to 10. No, if it is less than 10, this guy will attack us. No, it will follow us and attack us at 3. Okay. Start again. It should work. Now he's coming. Okay, at 10. Okay. Now let's see, we can change this here. No, that's the image threshold. Here we have the attack distance. Let's set it to 30. Okay, now. Now you have to wait longer. Okay, but for this guy, it is still 30 because they are all own instances. So let's change this also here to 30, and for all the other monsters, perhaps for this one to 40 because he's far away. Now let's see. Oh, he's coming now. Yeah. And also the yeah. Oh, no amount of it. Okay. When you press shift, you are running faster. Okay. Not bad. Okay, this is the development state I want to show you today. I really hope you like it. In the next video we will add new characters and I will try to migrate this logic I have here for my monster character, the NavMesh agent, and the AI for the NavMesh agent to a new character, perhaps zombies or something like that. Please subscribe to my channel, would be really nice if we see us perhaps the next weekend when I stream again, and more tutorials will follow. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Now let's have a look at the chat, who is online. Great. Well, if there's a reason for sending message instead of a trigger, no, not really. I read the documentation of the UFPS framework and it is realized like that, but I think you can do this also with a trigger. The melee attack on the enemies, well, I think I will share the script. I add it to my Patreon account and to the description, and then you can have a look at this. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I really hope to see you soon back on my channel on JNM.